What's up, you dirtbags? Yeah, you see it. We're going blue. My sister over there got bored, so we're going blue. Probably not going to be for a while because the hair's getting long, but we're going blue. All right, that's besides the point. I have way more important things to do. Today's Good Friday, so the markets were closed. But as any losing trader should be doing, they should be developing new strategies, developing new things to implement. And I have something I want to show you guys. It's different. It's also semi-similar, but it kind of works. So I'm going to show you guys. Yeah, it might dangle, but who cares? Dr. Pepper for the dirtbags. Magnificent. So here's the thing. It's Friday, not trading, and I wanted to, I guess, go over something that I wanted to look into. So one thing that I want to start implementing is some sort of strategy that I don't have to wait until market open. No, a strategy that I don't have to trade the immediate market open. And so I've been trying to find some sort of parameter that would allow me to do this, and I think I found it. Now, a little bit of backstory as to why I wanted to do this. There's this trading guru, signal seller, course seller, whatever you want to call him, on Twitter. And it goes by the username Stocks and Real Estate. And all they do is post 0 day till expiration option contract signals, and he turns 1,000% wins regularly. And, you know, I don't know if it's a scam. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if he's completely scamming everybody and like making a fool out of everyone. But I was always mesmerized by if it was even possible. And I'm going over this, and I wanted to kind of sort of explain it. So I'm going to start screen recording now, and let's talk about it. So I'm in trading right now. I can honestly probably get rid of the MACD right now. All right, here we are. So the parameter that I've set is that market opens at 9:30. The first time price hits third deviation of high or low VWAP after 10 o'clock is when I would enter a trade that would basically go into the resurgence to the other side of that third deviation. The parameters for entry is that. The parameters for staying out, I don't know yet. Now, that's probably going to be a lot easier to sort of figure out if I were to hold more than one contract. Because if I were to have two contracts and sell one of them at 100%, the other position would basically be free, and I wouldn't have to worry about losing a trade after I hit 100% profit. Now, that's what I have to start looking into, but this is sort of the process that I go through for backtesting. So let's get rid of these lines that I already drew because, you know, it already gives it away. And disclaimer, there are losses in this strategy. I just wanted to make that clear. So this was the trade I took on Thursday. And let's just quickly go here. 10 o'clock is right there. So first time it hits third deviation is not here, not here, not here, but here. And then we go right here. We would take the calls and basically we would ride it all the way until something. I don't know what that something is. I don't know if it's going to be first deviation, second deviation, or third deviation, or just 100% profit, but I know that that was what it was. Now this next one was kind of wicked, but we wait until 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is right here, so we wait until it hits third deviation, which it hit basically right here. And as you guys can see, that kind of panned out kind of crazy, and you would have been a millionaire if you were to land 14.5 pips on SPY. And then like you go to the next day and you're like, all right, cool. Where's 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock's right here. So you would wait until it hits third deviation. You could have gone there, but I think it's best because it'd be more of a solid hit if you started down here at this deviation hit, and you would net, what is that, 3.92. That's 100%. All right, this next day, 10 o'clock is right here, so we wait until third deviation hit. This is inside the third deviation. and you could go right here. So essentially, as long as you're entering the trade before 11 and after 10 at a 3rd deviation hit, I was noticing that it ended up working a little bit more than usual. And I say usual as in like I was noticing it more and more often, like actually panning out for the strategy to work. The entry and the direction would be correct, but I would have to figure out what would the parameters be for exit, and even if I could exit, what would be the reasons why? Would it be 100% profit? Would it be reaching for a 2nd or 3rd deviation of the other side? What would my stop loss be? Would my stop loss still be 50%, 30%? I don't know yet. That's what I'm going to spend a little bit of time on tomorrow to figure out, because I have that time. I have the whole weekend actually, so that's probably going to be what I'm going to do this weekend. But I wanted to hop on the camera since I didn't trade today. I wanted to talk about the efforts that I make in trading every single day. You know, I don't go into creating content about trading and treat trading as if it's a nonchalant back hobby that I document. Like, I genuinely do want this trading thing to work. It's just, you know, finding and trialing, and it's just trial and error and trial and error. And will I lose a lot of money in the process? Maybe. We'll see what happens with that. But ultimately, I gotta reach where I need to be, and I'm not where I need to be. And trial and error seems like one of the best ways to do it. You know, if I stumble across a mentor, if I stumble across a course that changes my life, you know, that'd be great. But I'm not sold on any of those, and I haven't seen any mentor opportunities come up to me. So I don't feel like that would be as good an investment as trial and error would be, because learning on my own, I feel like it would be more valuable if I were to learn it on my own than learn it from someone else, because learning from someone else almost seems like an indoctrination. You know, I go into my accounting classes and my macroeconomic classes and my data analytics classes, and I get taught all this information. Then I go into the next quarter, and I don't remember a single thing. Like, genuinely, I probably couldn't tell you the things that I had to take my final exam on for a class that I took not even 2 months ago. So that just goes to show that the way of learning is different for how you do it, and not different as in the material that you learn, but the retention that you're able to hold it. And so that's why your doctors and your lawyers and your financial analysts, they go into internships and get real work experience, because if you were to just graduate high school and graduate college with a bachelor's degree, you're not as valuable. You're not valuable just because you know the information. You need to know it as if it was your second language. So yeah, that's what I wanted to go on here and talk about. And I will see you guys next week for trading. Peace.